Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to unpack the invisible forces running our modern world by looking right at the foundational sources of our digital lives. Every single time you stream a movie, send a text, or just check your bank balance, you're relying on two massive, overlapping ecosystems. So we're going to break them down, see exactly how they tick, and look at where they're taking us next. Here's a quick roadmap of what we'll cover today. We've got the twin pillars, a journey through time, how the technology works, applications in our lives, the double-edged sword, and finally, tomorrow's digital world. Let's get into it. All right, starting things off with Section 1, the twin digital pillars. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you stop and think about it. Look at the screen you're using right now to watch this explainer and ask yourself, how on earth did humanity jump from lighting fires and beating drums to instant global video? Well, the answer lies in the constant evolution of how we share and store our knowledge. And to really understand this massive leap, we kind of need to split our digital world into two distinct halves. So think of communication technology, or CT for short, as the ultimate digital highway system. It's specifically designed to move your texts, voices, and data across any distance. Whether it's just over a few feet via Bluetooth or literally across the globe via satellite, CT is entirely focused on the transit of information. Its whole job is to connect point A to point B as quickly and efficiently as possible. Now, on the flip side, we have information technology, or IT. This acts as the factories and the warehouses where all that information is actually built, organized, and kept safe. Think about it like this. If CIT is the delivery truck, IT is the manufacturing plant and the filing cabinet combined. It covers everything from the physical hardware sitting on your desk right now to the massive, sprawling databases storing global hospital and banking records. So, putting it all together, the difference is pretty clear. CT moves the data, while IT creates and stores it. And here's the thing, they are completely reliant on one another. An amazing IT database, totally useless if you can't communicate its contents to anyone. And a lightning-fast CT network, completely pointless if you don't have any processed information to send over it. They have to work together perfectly to power your everyday life. Moving right along to Section 2, a journey through time. Looking at the CT timeline, the thing that really jumps out is the sheer acceleration. It is wild to think that for literally thousands of years, humanity was stuck with handwritten letters and smoke signals. Then boom, the 1830s telegraph brought electrical signals, and Alexander Graham Bell's telephone gave us voice in 1876. But actually, look at the modern compression. It took millennia to get from smoke to wires, but merely a couple of decades to jump from 1990s dial-up internet straight into the era of instant global social media, smartphones, and virtual reality. Meanwhile, IT was running its own super sprint. Back in the 1940s and 50s, we had the very first electronic computers, and these were massive machines that took up entire rooms. By the 1970s, personal computers finally made it onto our desks. That sparked the massive networking boom of the 1980s, which led to the explosion of cloud storage in the 2000s. And that brings us directly to today, where artificial intelligence, advanced cybersecurity, and big data completely dominate the IT landscape. Okay, Section 3, how the technology works. So under the hood, CT basically relies on three main avenues to keep us all linked up. First, you've got your massive wired networks, the literal physical fiber optic and Ethernet cables spanning across oceans and running underground. Then there's the wireless layer, using radio waves and satellites to power your mobile phones, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. And finally, you have the digital formats themselves, shaping the packets of data for things like the email you probably checked this morning, secure messaging apps, and lightning-fast video calls. Over in the IT world, you've got this highly complex ecosystem made of 5 interlocking pieces. It marries raw hardware processing power with really complex software architecture. Then you add advanced networking to bridge those systems, robust databases to store all that incredible output. And, this is absolutely crucial, you wrap the whole shebang in heavy cybersecurity to keep our digital lives locked down and safe from intrusion. Section 4, applications in our lives. Let's see what this looks like in the real world. When applied to our daily lives, CT practically erases physical distance. It strengthens life-saving emergency response coordination by allowing instant updates right from the field. It makes remote global business a reality, totally eliminating massive travel costs. And it drives incredible, game-changing innovations like telemedicine, where doctors can consult with and accurately diagnose patients who are literally oceans away. Oh, and of course, it's the backbone of our daily entertainment through mass broadcasting. And IT? Well, IT is quite literally the structural backbone of our modern society. It is silently working in the background, managing your online banking transactions with incredible accuracy without you ever even noticing. It stores your lifetime educational records, helps governments manage highly complex citizen services, and keeps the massive logistics of global e-commerce and corporate business operations running smoothly. Which brings us to Section 5, the double-edged sword. Because let's be real, we are currently navigating a massive double-edged sword here. On the CT side of things, yeah, we gain miraculous global connectivity and the absolute freedom of remote work, but we are now uniquely vulnerable to internet addiction, tricky privacy issues, and the rapid spread of fake news. On the IT side, we enjoy lightning-fast data processing and crazy high productivity, but we face severe threats from cybercrime, the very real risk of job displacement due to automation, and the absolute nightmare scenario of total data loss. Together, these pillars drive major economic growth, but they also leave us highly dependent on some very expensive, very vulnerable systems. And finally, Section 6, tomorrow's digital world. Despite the risks, innovation never stops. That CT highway we talked about, it's about to get ridiculously fast and vastly more immersive. We're rapidly moving way beyond simple video calls. The immediate future holds massive 6G mobile networks, incredibly fast satellite internet, and AI-powered communication systems. We are looking at a near future filled with seamless virtual reality meetings and literal holographic communication. It's going to make our digital interactions feel entirely physical. At the exact same time, our IT warehouse is evolving into pure sci-fi. We're shifting from standard processing to the massive, almost incomprehensible power of quantum computing. Artificial intelligence and big data analytics will increasingly automate highly complex decision-making. We're going to see the massive expansion of edge computing, blockchain for ultimate security, and the true Internet of Things, where almost every single physical object we interact with is generating and processing data. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to remember that these combined technologies, the transit highways of CT and the massive data factories of IT, are the undeniable foundation of our modern world. They are the twin pillars holding up our daily lives. But as they evolve at this totally unprecedented speed, they leave us with one really vital question to think about. How will you prepare for and navigate the quantum and AI era that is already unfolding right in front of us? Keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next explainer.